Hello there guys, and welcome back to the series. Welcome back to our epic quest across Europe, where we're looking to win every top flight division in the European nations in the game. We're currently in the Netherlands as the manager of Feyenoord. I think it's nation number 27 of 33 on our list, and we've reached a third of the way through our first season here in the Netherlands, and things are going okay. We've got a couple of things to go over. We've got two games to play today. First one against Volendam and the second one against Heracles. So we're going to go through the stuff that we've got to go through and then knock those two games off. First of all, we've made a couple of ins and outs. The big one that went out was Anwari. We sold him to AEK for 10 million, rising to 12.25 million. A couple of loans got on as well with a couple of fees in there. In terms of signings, I spent 6.25 million on James Berry, the American, who's coming from Austin FC. He's pretty decent as a segundo volante, so he's come in to fill that role for us. You may notice that I've brought in Jose Manuel Malin on loan from RB Salzburg. He's a favourite of mine. Obviously, he came through the youth academy there at Motherwell. Bought him when we were the manager of Salzburg. Since we've left Salzburg, though, he has found himself in the reserves. I wanted to bring him in on loan to get him some first team football. I'm excited to see just how much he can develop. Because I'm not quite sure. He's only 19 years old still. His value's obviously plummeted since we signed him for Salzburg for £17 million from Motherwell. He's done quite well since he's come in. He's started one, he's got 2 goals, decent rating as well. He's played for Scotland in the Under-21 Championships. I just want to see how much he can develop. Can I get him in the next nation as well? Shall we see if we can loan him when we move on to Portugal as well? But anyway, in terms of how things have gone since you were last with us, of course, you were here for that disappointing 2-0 defeat to Ajax. We next took on Fortuna Sittard in the league, and Wim Vreekamp and Frank Quant with the goals in this one. A very, very dominant display by Feyenoord. You may notice that we did actually qualify for the Conference League as well. We've made it into the league phase of the Conference League, beating Dnipro 1-0 on aggregate, which was good. League-wise, though, we did take on one of the big boys in PSV Eindhoven. Quant and Masamba got the goals in this one. A comfortable 3-0 win over PSV. I was a little bit shocked at that, to be honest. But I'll take it, 3-0. SC Camber were next, away from home. Quant and Armando Willems with the goals. Another dominant performance by Feyenoord. Over 30 shots at goal. And FC Emmen, who were down near the bottom of the table, a 2-0 win this one. Carrière and Quant. Carriere's had a very, very good season for us so far. He's bagged 10 assists in 10 starts in the league, 14 assists in all competitions with 6 goals mixed in there as well in his 18 appearances. Unfortunately, he is injured though. He has got pulled knee ligaments and he's out for 9 to 3 weeks. So that's a little bit of a loss for us. We'll have to see how we can manage without him. Europa Conference League, a 4-2 win away to Shamrock Rovers was very nice. And a 4-2 win over SC Utrecht, who were up near the top of the table. I think they were in second place when we took them on here. We went away to them and picked up a 4-2 win. Savero Loam got 2 for Utrecht, but Quant Carrière with 2 in this one, and Wim Vreekamp on the score sheet. It was a good performance. You can see Carrière has picked up a 10 in his match rating there. It tells you how good he's been so far. Now, excuse me for the pronunciation of this one, guys. Is it RKC Valvik? Something like that. This is the game that Malin got both of his goals in. Another very, very good performance from Feyenoord. Maccabi Haifa were next up in the league, the Conference League, a 3-0 win, which was very, very comfortable. And then we dipped a little bit with back-to-back defeats. The first one against RZ. We were leading into the 85th minute, but Saboni and then Sake in the 94th minute turned the game on its head and gave the win to RZ. You can see as well by the XG match story down here. We dominated the game, but we just couldn't get another goal, and we were made to pay for it by RZ. We have then lost to NAC, who are also flying up near the top of the table. A disappointing defeat, really. Again, we were the better team, arguably. They've only had one shot on target, and it's found the back of the net though, which sort of tells you what you need to know. So back-to-back defeats. We have then drawn with Rosenborg in the Conference League, again away from home. So where we are in the Eredivisie is we're currently sat in second place. We do have a game in hand. We are currently 5 points behind Ajax. You can see NAC have dropped points there to Valvik. Ajax have just drawn with Heracles as well. So it's 5 points, but if we can win against FC Volendam, we can reduce that gap back down to 2 points. So we're going to get into the game. We're going to hopefully pick up 3 points. Volendam are down in 16th place. Heracles are down at the bottom of the table, although they have just drawn with Ajax. So that's a little bit concerning. You can see how well Carrier's doing here. He features in most of these. he's been really, really good. So hopefully we can close that gap back down to 2 points to Ajax at the top of the table, keep the pressure on them. And this is the lineup that we're going to go with for today. We do have some rotation going on, obviously, with the Conference League. We've also got interest in the goalkeeper in Frenda, who is valued at £84 million. He is wanted by Arsenal and Real Madrid. And I think if they came in with that kind of money for him, I'd be packing his bags for him. Let's be honest. He is a good goalkeeper, but I can replace him, especially with £84 million in the bank. So Frenda gets the starting goal today. It's going to be Magnusson on the right-hand side of defence. The Icelandic 25-year-old is a reasonably decent player. Not really performed too great in the Eredivisie yet so far, but he's doing well in the Conference League, so he comes in today. Carlos Enriquez has moved into the middle. Barto needs a little bit of a rest, so we've moved Enriquez into the middle. Masamba, though, the star player at the club, centre-half, he's picked up 4 goals this season for us already. He's playing very, very well, which is good. And it is Enriquez, who is naturally the right back for us, but he is actually a natural centre-half. He's going to play at centre-half for us today, the Spaniard there. And then this guy's name I can't pronounce, so I'm just going to call him Scal. The 24-year-old Norwegian comes in on the left-hand side today. We do have an injury to Hadjo. He's actually out for quite a while. He's got damaged Achilles tendons for 3 to 5 months. So left-back could be an area that we improve if we sell Frenda on. Defensive midfield for today is going to be Willem Martins, the 23-year-old Dutchman. Has had a very, very good season for us so far. Boyk, I think it's pronounced Boyk, 31-year-old Belgium, as one of the Segundo Volantes. He's, again, had a decent season in Europe, not so much in the league yet. And then it's the new man, James Berry, alongside him, who has started off quite well in the league, made 5 appearances with a 7 rating. Willems on the left-hand side, again, done okay. Could be better, but he's a very, very good player. He's just lost his legs, really. If you have a look at his polygon, physically and his speed are not quite there. But going forward and technically, he's still very, very good. Now, Rijkamer on the right-hand side, of course, in place of the injured Carrier. He's not had a start for the club yet this season in a competitive game, the 30-year-old Dutch. But again, he's reasonably decent and he can hopefully do the job for us. And then it is Quant up top for us, who's got 14 and 14, 7 in Europe, 7 in the league, which is really, really good, considering I didn't think he was going to do anything special for us coming into the season. So we get the game underway. For me, the second time today. I've already played this game and recorded this part of the episode. My microphone wasn't working. We do have an early free kick though, and it's Quant with it. He goes for goal. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. Kitbasher helps it further on. It's going to come back to Quant, who has an effort. It's deflected behind for a corner. Yeah, I've played this game already, guys. We won 3-1. My mic wasn't working though. Willems with the corner. It's towards that near post. Enriquez gets the effort away. It's come back out to Willems, who's forced all the way back to Martins, back into Masamba. We're still coming forward here. Good ball forward towards Willems. Into the area. Berry has the effort at the goalkeeper, though. Yeah, we won 3-1. And then I realised that my microphone was not working. Luckily, it's the first time I've been on today. The ball's forward towards Quant, who's in. It's another good save by the goalkeeper. Yeah, it's about dinner time, and the wife just took the son out swimming. So it's the first time I've been on today, so I hadn't really gone too far in. I thought I'll just reload it. Interestingly enough, though, Ajax actually lost that game to Heracles last time out. They lost 1-0. So we moved to within 1 point of Ajax with this win against Volendam. Obviously, this time around, Ajax have drawn with Heracles, which disadvantages me a little bit, particularly if we don't win this game against Volendam. I just don't know why my microphone didn't work. I think it's something to do with the USB port. I've swapped the USB port it's in and it started working. So hopefully we're all good to go now. As 25 minutes on the clock, it is Volendam with the ball. It's Quasi feeding the ball forward. It's cut out by Scal though. Of course, we're in our third kit today, the black with the pink shorts. He looks for Quant, but it's cut out by the defender, and Scow's going to get a second opportunity. Can he deliver the ball into the box? He can. Again, the defender makes a good interception, and Volendam look to bring the ball out from the back. It's Gruthausen feeding Haas with the ball forward. Easy for Masamba though. Berry helps it further on, but it falls at the feet of Haas. Scow does well to cut out. Willems looking for Quant. This time we get in behind the defence, and Quant's hit the post. And the defender boots the ball clear. We are on top though so far in this game, guys. Rijkamer with this free kick. He goes for goal. The goalkeeper's parried it back into a dangerous area, and the defender has cleared it, but we get the highlight straight from the throw-in. Volendam do win the ball back off in their own penalty area though, and they're forced long, which is going to be easy for Masamba, who brings the ball forward. It comes across to his defensive partner in Enriquez. Finds Berry into Willems, forward towards Quant. It's a poor pass though, easily cut out by the defender. But Enriquez has just about got the pace there to get ahead of the Volendam attacker. Now Scow loses the ball, gets it back though, does really well. Can he feed it to the right hand side? Magnusson, he can. Magnusson, ball forward towards Quant. Can he finish this time? It's another fantastic save by the Volendam goalkeeper. He's having the game of his life, is Antonia. And that's the way it stays till half time, guys. We have been absolutely dominant in this game so far. Volendam have offered absolutely nothing going forward. We just need to find the back of the net. Hopefully we can do that straight from the kickoff. It's Boyk with the ball. Finds Enriquez to Berry. Back inside to Martins and Boyk again. The three defensive midfielders working the ball nicely between them. Boyk coming forward. Feeds it to Berry. Little touch around the corner for Quant. And we have put the ball in the back of the net this time around, guys. But here comes the FM23 VAR check. As per usual, he looked onside to me. No, apparently he was offside. It can't have been by much. So this is a little cute flick around the corner there by Berry. I think the lines are in the wrong place, guys. They've drawn the lines in the wrong place. So with an hour gone, this is getting a little bit concerning now. We are still dominating the game. We just cannot put the ball in the back of the net. Quant is down to a 6.3 rating up top. So you know who we're going to call on, don't you? Here he comes. Here he comes. Here comes the Scot. Jose Manuel Malen, the most Scottish name in the world. Can he do something for us? Can he put the ball in the back of the net? We're into the final 10 minutes and it is still 0-0. And now we get a highlight with Volendam coming forward. The ball forward is a wasted one though, and it's easy for Masamba, the Belgian, bringing the ball out. Comes back to Frender in goal. Frender taking his time, weighing up his options, goes along looking for Malen, won by De Vos though. Berry wins the header. Malen, nice little touch, finds Rijkamer inside to Boyk. Boyk's forced out wide. Can he deliver the ball into the box? Comes back to Magnusson, who does deliver it. It's towards Berry, gets his head on the ball. It's hit the crossbar, and the defender's got it clear. Not long left for us to win this game, guys. And unfortunately, we couldn't win. Their goalkeeper's had the game of his life, and he's picked up the man of the match performance. So my microphone not working has cost me 2 points, unfortunately. And that leaves the gap to Ajax. Instead of it being 1 point like it was before I realised my microphone wasn't working, it's now going to remain at that 4 points at the top, I believe. It is 4 points. So my microphone's, and technically it's actually cost me 3 points with Ajax picking up the point as well. But that's just the way it rolls, guys, unfortunately. It is disappointing, but you know, what can we do about it? Let's get on to the next game against Heracles. Hopefully we can win that one. It is in 14 days' time, though. So, obviously, internationals coming up. We've had somebody come and watch Frender as well. The Real Madrid boss has come to watch Frender. So, hopefully they come in with that bid for him. I'm not going to accept... What would I accept, maybe? 70? The lowest I would accept, possibly. What could we do with £70 million? Probably quite a lot. Unfortunately, though, guys, that is a disappointing draw, particularly away to Volendam, who do move themselves up into 13th place. We remain in second place, 4 points behind Ajax. Like I say, we are going to take on Heracles in the next game. It's in 2 weeks' time, so I'm going to go play through that now. And we'll catch up with you guys again in just a minute. Right, guys, welcome back. We've played through that international break and we've made it back for the game against Heracles. We are once again playing on the Sunday, which means Ajax have already played. They did win 2-0. So we've actually dropped down to 4th position in the table. We're now 7 points behind Ajax. So the win here is going to be very, very important. We have made some rotation today. We bring back some people who were not quite fit for the last game. So it's going to be Frender in goal. Tryggvason comes in as the right back today. Again, very, very capable player, the Icelandic. Barto comes back into the centre of defence. Again, very, very good. Still learning that long flat throw. I haven't actually set up the throw-ins yet. I keep forgetting to do it. My memory is awful. Because Bardet comes back in, Enriquez can move to that left-hand side. He can play as a left-sided fullback as well. In the absence of Hadjo still. Midfield 3 is going to be Badiola. He's done quite well for us, particularly in Europe. Maybe not so much in the league. So he's the defensive midfielder today. Boyk retains his place. And then alongside him, we have the club captain, which is Yannick Rodriguez, a 27-year-old Dutchman. Naturally a centre midfielder, but we are training him to play in that Segundo Volante role. If we have a look at his attributes for that position, you can see that he's very, very good at it. So he just needs to become a bit more familiar with it, and he can be a decent player for us there. He has played so far this season for us there, picked up a 7.1 average rating, so he's done quite well. The front three for today is going to be Vreekamp on the right-hand side. Rijkoma didn't really do it for me in the last game. So Vreekamp moves in onto the left. Carrière is back from his injury. He's just not fit, so we may see him off the bench into the second half. Willems on the left-hand side. Again, he played there last game. And then we've brought Malen in up top for today. Hopefully he can bag a couple of goals. Quant had a poor game last time out. Right, so we get the game underway. We're hoping for a better performance than what we did against Volendam. Well, we played well, we just didn't find the back of the net. And it is Malen with the ball. Feeds it back to Boyk. Boyk with the deflected cross up into the air. The goalkeeper claims that one comfortably. Obviously, Heracles are bottom of the league, but they did get that draw at home against Ajax, which is something we need to be wary of. It's Tryggvason finding Boyk. Tryggvason again, the two players on top of each other, getting in each other's way. Boyk finds Badiola back to Masamba. Masamba to Barto, brings the ball out. Has he got an option? Feeds it over the top towards Willems on his chest, has the effort on the volley, but it's gone over the bar, unfortunately. Again, coming down this right-hand side, Tryggvason with the throw-in, finds Boyk. Tryggvason with the ball into the box, looking for Malen, gets it. Oh, Malen's hit the crossbar. That was so close to Malen getting on the score sheet there. And the defender just puts it behind for the corner, which is going to be taken by Willems. Can he pick up Masamba's head? It's headed clear by the defender. Enriquez does get it back into the mix, though. Barto's tackled well by Decline. And I think that's going to be the end of the highlight. Indeed, it is. We're on top, though, in the first 15 minutes. We just need to go and get a goal, really. As now it is Heracles coming forward. It's Yashar Gulavagul. Some of the apologies, guys. I know I've been like this the entire time with this save. I cannot pronounce some of these names. They just move so fast across the screen. As Frender looks to find Malen, can't find it though, but Vreekamp does pick up the second ball, and now it's Badiola. Tryggvason feeding Vreekamp down the right hand side, pulls it across for Malen. It's a tame effort though from the Scot straight at the goalkeeper. And that's the way it stays till half time, guys. Again, we are massively on top in the game. We just cannot find the back of the net, which we really need to, particularly against the team bottom of the league. And considering we haven't won a game in 3 now in the Eredivisie, we really need to be keeping the pressure on Ajax. We're quite far behind them as things stand at the minute. This draw would see us move to 6 points behind them, which is a little bit too far. And of course, NAC would be above us in the table as well, which is not good. We're going to look to make some substitutions, though. We've got a couple of poor performances here. Malen and Willems. We'll get to about 55 minutes. We're going to move Vreekamp over to the left-hand side instead of Willems. We'll get Willems off. We're going to bring Carrière on, and we're going to take Malen off as well. We're going to get Quant on. Make that double change. Hopefully spark some life into the front three, because we really can't afford to be drawing this game. And we get our first highlight of the second half. It's approaching 70 minutes. Frender with the goal kick. It's won by the defender, though. Badiola does well to win it back. Now Quant, looking to take it between a couple of players. Finds Boyk instead. Ball forward towards Quant. Gets it back. Nice little 1-2. The goalkeeper's made a good save. And it's pushed behind for the corner by the defender, which I think is going to be taken by Carrière. It is Carrière. Can he pick out Masamba at that near post? He nearly did, but it's headed clear by the defender. And now Blanco for Heracles. Looks to bring the ball back away. Can they counter on us? It looks like they are, but it's a nice little tactical foul there by Vreekamp. He's probably going to pick up a yellow card for that. I don't think he did. Carriere with the corner. Again towards that near post, and Masamba headed clear again though, and Ziegler helps it further on. Boyk's going to bring it back though. Carriere fouled surely. The referee has blown the whistle for the penalty. Of course though, it's going to be VAR. If it takes the penalty though, guys, for us to get something out of this game, I'm not going to complain. I need the 3 points. I don't care how they come about. It is Masamba to take the penalty. Apparently he's the best penalty taker at the club, the centre half, and he's sent the goalkeeper the wrong way to give Feyenoord the lead, and Louis Masamba gets his 5th goal of the season. Into the final 10 minutes now though. Feyenoord with the ball. Masamba finds Badiola, back to the goal scorer in Masamba, looking to bring the ball forward. Finds Boyk inside to Rodriguez. Good ball forward towards Carriere, who's in behind the defence. Carriere with the effort. It's a good effort, but it's gone harmlessly wide of the post, unfortunately, as we're looking to make it 2-0. I don't think Heracles are a threat going forward, but of course it is Football Manager. They'll have one shot on target and it will go in the back of the net, because that's just the way it works. But we're into injury time though. Thankfully we are picking up the win. Yes, it became courtesy of a penalty, but we have dominated the game. We're just having a little bit of trouble finding the back of the net at the minute, but we desperately needed the 3 points in that game. So just confirmation after that game, guys, we did pick up the 1-0 win, like I say, courtesy of the penalty. We do move back into second place with a 4-point deficit to Ajax, which we need to close. We do need to close desperately if we're going to be ticking the Netherlands off the list. I want to get it done in season 1. If I don't, then it's obviously going to cost me more time. It's another season I've got to play through. But a little bit of a poor episode, guys. It's nice to get that first win in 4. It was disappointing to lose to Volendam. Obviously, courtesy of my microphone. But it's just the way it goes. But guys, thank you very much for watching. We've completed a third of our first season here in the Netherlands now. We'll be back 2/3 of the way through the season, where hopefully we have closed that gap to 4 points and it hasn't extended any further to Ajax. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please do remember to smash that like button for me, though. It really does help me out massively. And I do greatly appreciate every single one of you who do it. And I'll see you all in the next episode, guys. So thank you. Catch you later.